It was called the eighth wonder of the world. Not a painting, not a statue, but an entire room. 6 tons of pure, petrified amber, backed with gold leaf and studded with precious jewels. In today's money, it's worth perhaps $500 million. For 200 years, this breathtaking creation, a gift from the Prussian king to the Russian Czar, was the crown jewel of the Catherine Palace. Then, in 1941, the Nazis came. As part of Operation Barbarossa, they targeted Europe's greatest cultural treasures, and the Amber Room was at the very top of their list. They found it, they stole it, and in the fog of war, it vanished. It is the greatest lost treasure of World War II. Was it destroyed? Is it hidden deep in a secret bunker? Or does it lie at the bottom of the Baltic Sea? Today, we're opening the cold case file on the Amber Room. The crime scene is the Catherine Palace, just outside Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. As the German army advanced in 1941, Soviet curators were in a desperate race against time. They packed away statues and removed priceless paintings, but the Amber Room was a problem. After 200 years, the amber had become incredibly brittle. When they tried to take the panels down, they started to crumble. Their last, desperate idea was to hide it in plain sight. They covered the shimmering amber walls with ordinary wallpaper, hoping the invaders would mistake it for just another empty room. It was a futile effort. The Nazis knew exactly what they were looking for. The Amber Room was originally German-made, a Prussian gift. In their twisted worldview, they weren't stealing it. They were reclaiming it. It took their soldiers just 36 hours to carefully pry the panels from the walls. They packed the entire room into 27 heavy crates and shipped it west, to Königsberg Castle in what was then East Prussia, now the Russian city of Kaliningrad. And it's here in Königsberg that the trail goes from hot to cold. The room was reassembled and put on public display in 1943, a trophy of Nazi conquest. It was the last time the public would ever see it. By 1944, the tide of the war had turned. Königsberg was now in the crosshairs. In August, a massive bombing raid by the British Royal Air Force firebombed the city, and the castle was gutted by the flames. This is where the official story ends, leading to our first theory. The room was destroyed in the fire. It's a simple explanation. The room was made of flammable resin, the castle burned, so the room must have been incinerated. Case closed. But the Soviets, who captured the city in 1945, never bought it. Stalin's elite trophy brigades scoured the ruins. They found melted door hinges and other debris, but no definitive proof. There was no mass of scorched amber, none of the evidence you'd expect from a 6-ton room burning. The evidence just wasn't there. This brings us to the second, more tantalizing theory: a secret evacuation. The idea is that just before the bombs fell, Nazi officials knew the castle was a target. They frantically disassembled the room once more, packed it back into those 27 crates, and smuggled it out of the burning city. The room vanished. But to where? For over 70 years, the hunt for the Amber Room has been a global obsession, filled with cryptic maps, deathbed confessions, and treasure hunters dedicating their lives to the search. One of the leading theories points to the bottom of the Baltic Sea. In January 1945, the German ship Wilhelm Gustloff, packed with refugees and, some whisper, Nazi treasure, was sunk by a Soviet submarine. It's the deadliest sinking in maritime history. Was the Amber Room in its cargo hold? The ship left from a port near Königsberg at the perfect time, but the wreck is a protected war grave, meaning its cargo hold cannot be searched. The file remains sealed. Another popular theory sends treasure hunters deep into the forests and mountains of Eastern Europe. They search abandoned silver mines in Germany and hunt for a legendary Nazi gold train in Poland. The belief is that the crates were moved by rail and hidden in a secret tunnel system, waiting for a day they could be recovered. For 50 years, the trail was completely cold. Then, in 1997, a breakthrough. In Bremen, Germany, a single original stone mosaic from the Amber Room surfaced. It was being sold by the son of a German soldier who had been there. This one small piece proved a huge point. Not all of it was destroyed in the castle fire. Some of it, at least, was moved. So where is the rest? Some believe the treasure is protected by a curse. Over the years, several people who got too close to the investigation have met strange and untimely ends. An investigator died in a mysterious car crash. Another was found dead under suspicious circumstances. A grim fate seems to follow those who hunt for the Amber Room. While the hunt for the original continues, its home in the Catherine Palace is no longer empty. In 2003, after decades of painstaking work and over $11 million, Russian artisans completed a stunningly perfect replica. Using old black and white photos and that one recovered mosaic, they brought the eighth wonder of the world back to life for a new generation. But the original remains a ghost, a file that is cold but far from closed. We know who stole it. We know where it was last seen, but its final resting place is still the greatest art mystery of the 20th century. Is it nothing more than ash buried in the soil of Kaliningrad? Or is the eighth wonder of the world still out there, hidden in the dark, a priceless treasure just waiting to be found? The hunt continues. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more journeys into the world's greatest unsolved mysteries.